Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Erratic Symposium, episode 18.
Whoa, what the fuck? What happened to you? Jesus.
Why?
That was a lot of excitement.
My voice.
You okay, man?
Oh, my voice
okay.
isn't that good. These past few days, I've been like cough. There's cough.
Oh no, you sick, brother. Oh no.
Well, at
So
least
this
it's
is
not a
really-
fever.
Yeah, seriously. Why the fuck did you have to scream like a fucking banshee? Is that not good for your voice? What's wrong with you?
Really? Well, I don't.
I don't know.
I'm not the best in the world at taking care of my own health. In the 3rd days in Ireland, I have fallen into a fever.
I think you said it wasn't a fever. What?
Okay,
Huh?
I have the 3rd days in Ireland, I've fallen into fevers. And starting in 5th days, my throat has cough. I start to cough.
So you have a cold basically. A cold mixed with I guess a fever or something. of the
No,
sort.
my fever is fine now. The fever...
Oh, you don't have
I don't have a fever anymore. But I caught a
Oh, you
fever.
just- Oh,
back
okay,
then.
So you just upgraded to a cold.
Yeah, I think right now I have a cold. Because I
Shit.
cough. So my voice isn't good.
Is Ireland killing you or something? Oh no.
I mean, it's like every day there's like 19 to 18 degrees. Every day.
That's pretty cold. That's pretty cold actually. Shit.
But
Do you?
but at least it's not hot. Unlike in certain countries.
You trying to diss your home country, motherfucker? Do I have to come here beat you up?
Who
Come on.
Come on, who likes the fucking hot country in Malaysia?
I don't know. Some people.
It's
I actually
It's
don't
way too
care-
hot.
I don't care. I don't care for the heat.
I hate the heat.
Sure.
I like
sure,
them
Vinny.
cold.
Is Ireland good enough for you, cold wise,
Cold?
or is it too cold?
So
it the right-
it's
is it
right
the
now.
right-
Right now it's summer.
So it's summer and it's already like what? What did you say? 16, 19
18.
degrees or something like that?
Yeah, 18, 19 degrees. Imagine if it's in
Summer,
other
18.
summer, other seasons.
Imagine winter coming by. Snow. Is there snow in Ireland? I don't remember.
Apparently
Well,
no,
well,
but there is ice.
Or has global warming taken away the beauty of snow?
I don't know. I asked the taxi driver. He said there is no snow, but there is a lot of ice.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's what he said.
I guess it's to say snow doesn't come down, but the water that's already on the ground just turns into ice, which is very weird. Because that would usually mean it's like 0 degrees, and you would have snow by this point, I think. Very
Okay, that is weird. Well, I don't care much. It's right now. Right now the temperature is fucking great, and I'm not. This is like the temperature that I would like to live in. I mean, it's very comfortable, and unlike if it goes down further, it may get too cold, and maybe I need to start wearing jackets.
Yeah, I guess so.
Right now, I don't need to wear any jacket, and it's very comfortable. And I don't need a fan or air conditioner. I just need to like
cool.
open the window, and that's all fine.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Pretty. Shit! I might die in 19-degree temperature.
Also, you like
I don't.
some heat.
No, I don't have like any affinity with the cold. I literally sleep at 28 degrees for the air conditioner, and that is already mildly cold.
Wow. And what do you wear? Are you naked when
I
you
just wear my
you sleep?
I just wear my like pajamas. That's it.
Pajamas.
Like, rather it's not like thick like or anything like that. It's just very normal fabric, pretty thin fabric. Pajamas.
Oh. 28 degrees for the aircon. That's
Yeah.
quite something.
People usually say I literally sleep in temperature hotter than outside, and I'm like, what? Really?
Yes, it's true.
This shit's fucking cold. I'm gonna die out there, I guess.
It's true. I mean, that even like the 30 degrees is like a very common temperature outside Malaysia. Like we think in Malaysia, it's like 30 degrees is very common, and you set your aircon to 28 degrees.
26 to 28 degrees is a good temperature.
26 to 28 degrees.
Then again, I think from what I remember
insane.
hearing, no, shut the fuck up. Then again, from what I remember hearing, it may actually just be colder in the room, like temperature wise, than it is outside or something like that. Like at the same temperature, for both outside and inside, the inside would feel colder or something like that. I don't recall where I heard that from, or whether or not it's true.
I have no idea what you're saying.
But imagine like this. Let's say outside is 28 degrees.
Okay.
And I put my air conditioner to 28 degrees. I let it run for a while, so my room is also 28 degrees. Almost very much the same temperature as outside.
Okay.
For some reason, if I remember a reasoning that says you feel much colder in your room than it is outside, even if both the room and the outside have the same temperature. I don't remember where I heard that from. I don't know if that's true or if I just made that up in my head. You feel. It's a feeling. It's not actually like...
It sounds something like a placebo effect.
What?
Placebo.
Placebo. Yes, like a... It's not a it's pronounced placebo. What
you
the
sure?
fuck?
It's not a placebo?
Yes! People have pronounced it placebo for so long! Why would you call it a placebo?
It's a placebo.
Placebo.
Damn it.
There's a plus C. There's a C in the middle because there's a CE, placebo.
Fuck English, you know.
Call it placebo.
Fuck English.
No, my English is amazing. I can't learn any other language because I literally cannot imagine a language structure different from English.
Okay, learn Malay. You should learn Malay.
Then again, Malay is extremely similar, isn't it?
No, but you can skip the hurdles of learning alphabets.
Yeah.
Not alphabets, I mean the characters. It uses the same characters as English. And if you decide to still stay in Malaysia, it's best that you learn Malay to help navigate yourself around. Not every Malay know English.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Chinese is like optional. And I think it's like to survive in Malaysia, Malay and English, it's fine. It's already fine. And if you wanna and even if you don't know Chinese, it is still alright. And most Chinese they can at least converse in English.
Yes, it is very true. I mean, it is a multicultural place we're living in, I guess. So it is to be understood that we will know multiple languages.
Encounter a Chinese who doesn't know English or Malay, he is likely a boomer. He or she.
You mean like one of the older generations?
Yeah.
Like hasn't changed, hasn't really learned other languages, is basically fine with just knowing Chinese.
I'm not sure. Maybe it's with the education back in their generations, like they didn't receive education, so they can only speak Chinese.
It could just be education in the sense that they got a Chinese education, but when they, I suppose when they went out, they were at a point in time where they didn't really care about learning other languages. Could be.
No, but it's mandatory. It's mandatory. If you go to Chinese schools, it's mandatory to learn Chinese, English, Malay.
There is also the question of whether or not they are from Malaysia or they came to Malaysia. Now,
very much from Malaysia. Well, at least it's in my feelings. In my fucking sixth sense. In my sixth sense, they are coming from Malaysia. They are born in Malaysia.
In that case, I can't really agree with you on that. Only because you don't really have evidence that every boomer has come from Malaysia or has come from outside. Then again, my feeling is that a majority
sure.
of the boomers, a majority of the boomers came from outside Malaysia, and thus they don't have the best grasp of Malay or English
Wow.
at their level by
Do
this
you
point
do you
in
think
time.
that Malay? You sound like Chinese isn't in Malaysia. Chinese only came in Malaysia. Migrate to Malaysia very recently, which is like no. I think they
That
migrate
is
in
not
Malaysia
true.
for like
No, that is not true.
600 years,
Technically, yeah, they have been here for
a few hundred years.
a long time.
Yeah. So it's very likely the boomer generations are already
The boomer
in,
or the
already
boomer
born
generation just
in
doesn't give a
Malaysia.
shit. And the boomer generation doesn't care for other languages. Maybe like
No,
when
okay,
you said
not care for other language.
in the
It's
last,
more like they didn't receive educations. I'm more believing that.
that's a bit off
But-
though. Are you sure?
But
Then
they
again,
didn't
we
receive
do have-
formal education.
What, they didn't go like primary or secondary school or something?
Yes.
Huh.
I mean, poor people. I mean, education is not as prevalent as now. Like people in the old time, they cannot receive education. I need to look this up.
If you were to think about it like that, then you have to ask yourself why they didn't learn the language just by interacting with everything else when they were like a kid, when they were growing up. Like, I think in the last episode, you did talk about the fact that the idea. I don't know if it's a fact or not. That people of like in your university right now,
Yeah.
people of the same, I guess, ethnicity or from the same region or something like that, or who know the same language, would usually bunch up together. They don't go for other people, like the Asians and the
Okay,
Irish, all that
okay.
stuff. They have an Asian group or something like that.
Okay.
We could assume, this is an assumption, that the boomers who did not learn, who maybe did not go for formal education for Malay and did not
Okay,
like,
so
learn-
you are saying they didn't learn the language because they only mingle within their own circle, their own Chinese
within
circle.
their own circle. Yes, within like the circle,
Okay,
the Chinese.
No, that isn't true. I mean,
What do you mean that isn't
it's
true?
still now. It's still
I'm
right
not even
now.
saying that is the. I'm not even saying that's just the one reason. I'm saying that is one reason. There are many reasons.
One factor.
So it's
And
very
I
hard
say-
to. So
you
it's very
say-
hard
you
to
mean
say
it's one
that's
of the
not
factor.
true. It is.
And I say no.
What?
You are saying it's one of the reason, one of the factors.
One of the factors, yes.
And I say no, because
Why? Okay. Continue.
I mean, have you seen group of Chinese together in Malaysia? There are plenty of Chinese, like Chinese circle of friends, and they can still speak English very well. It's just that they don't make friends
But
with
that's
people
because
from
they
other
have
race.
other reasons to speak English. As you said, formal education. There's also the fact that that a lot of media at this point in time is also very prolific. Newspaper, TV, radio, the internet. By this point, it is very hard to get away from English or any other language by this point. At the time when the boomers were like still kids, teenagers, young adults, they didn't really have that, and I would come to believe the stuff that they
It's not
did
about-
see, like radio or newspaper, they were reading what their parents were reading.
What
which would
about the
usually
school?
also be Chinese stuff.
What about the school? Because I was thinking they didn't get to learn English because they cannot go to school.
In that case, that is also one factor
Or
that might.
at least the school education is not that like kind of bare bones and didn't get to learn English.
We could assume that maybe at the time the curriculum wasn't very refined, so of course maybe language wasn't that good. Language studies, basically, English, Malay. It may have been very, as you said, bare bones. It may have been very unrefined,
Yeah.
and stuff, something like that. We could assume that. Yeah, we could. Yeah, we actually could. Yes, we could assume that.
I was
What
gonna
else?
say.
Yep.
I was gonna say we both of us are not knowledgeable in this field. We are basically making guesses.
How do you still pronounce guesses as guesses?
Guess is guess?
What the fuck? It's
Guess.
guess.
Guess?
Yes.
Like
Who
that?
says guess?
That thing? No, because guess is guess. If you say guess, you refer
Yes.
to that something like a miss, that kind of thing. Maintain guess.
Wait. Are you saying you thought guess was for guests, as in GUESTS, and
No.
not GUESS?
No. I'm talking about GESS. GESS. And
Yes,
the pronunciation
guess.
is guess.
Guess.
But that sounds like GAS.
Gas.
Yeah.
Guess and gas.
Guess and gas.
They don't sound the fucking same.
They sound very much the same.
What?
Guess and
Do you
gas.
not listen to yourself when you say guess and gas?
Guess and gas. They sound very
Guess,
much the
gas.
same to me.
Oh shit, you really have shit fucking ears. I can't believe it. When you said you could not hear the difference between voice actors, I didn't think it was to this fucking extent. What? I am so shocked.
No.
It's guess and gas.
Voice actors, that's like a voice. It's not the
But now it's
pronunciation.
fucking pronunciation.
Yes, I have very bad pronunciation.
At the very least, almost 90% of the words you say are pronounced correctly. It's just
90%.
weird that guess is one of the words.
Like my friends, they always say I cannot pronounce the N properly, and I do not know how to fix that.
The N.
Yeah,
You mean
I cannot
the end
pronounce
or
the N,
letter N.
the letter N properly.
You're pronouncing it quite well, actually. N.
Really?
Or are you saying the word N in words?
The letter. I'm talking about the letter. My friend says I
N.
cannot pronounce it properly. And
letter N.
whenever I try to pronounce that letter, it will always end up as ng. The pronounce the ng together.
Eng.
I think.
Give me an example. I'm a bit confused by this.
Okay, so
claim
let's
here.
say MAN.
M-A-N.
Yeah, man. Man.
You said it just fine, man.
Oh.
Say it again.
If my friends, they would say I always pronounce like MANG.
Can you say it again then?
Man.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sound fine. What the hell are they talking about?
Maybe you are not.
Man. You said man.
Yeah.
Or are we supposed to say mang? Mang. That's good.
Okay. Let's try. Okay, try other vocabularies. What about ngat? N-U-T.
None.
Ngat.
N-O-N-E or N-U-N.
N-U-T.
What?
Ngat.
Nut.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Ngat.
Okay, yeah, I suppose you have a very... There's a... No. Nut. Oh, yeah, that part, there's like a G somewhere in there. Nut. It's not Nut.
Ngat.
Like, it seems like your tongue lingers on the N.
Fuck pronunciation. Yeah, it's hard to change.
How the Irish?
I have no idea how to fix. Sorry?
Yeah, it takes it. How are the Irish in pronunciation?
The Irish, so far so good.
Yay.
Actually, so far so good. I haven't heard any terrible accent.
Oh, that's good, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Nothing that confused you or anything?
Maybe it's time to talk about my English class. I mean,
you have an English class?
I came here.
Why?
My class, my semester is supposed to start in September.
Yes.
But I just I use English class as an excuse to come to Ireland early to get used to the life.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And
Interesting.
so I went to English class. I thought that the English class can help me to improve my English
Okay.
by learning more about like advanced grammar. Is it grammar? Advanced grammar and
grammar,
vocabularies. But no, that class teach you how to use English rather than like teach you about advanced English.
Of course. What do you expect? This is for Is it for international students?
Yes.
In that case, they of course would go for the more basic stuff. They don't want to fucking kill you.
But no. But this I'm supposed to be in the advanced English class. There are multiple kind of English program,
Okay.
and I get put in the advanced one. In the
I suppose
advanced
it is
class.
advanced in consideration of the ability of most stereotypical foreigners, I guess. Stereotypical. I'm just saying stereotypical.
Let's just say the difference. Okay. So my roommate, the Chinese from China, they are not very good at speaking English. They are like there's some. It's hard. Some of the some of the words they cannot even pronounce properly, or they don't have the right vocab in their head. So it becomes very difficult to even converse in English.
Okay.
But the class I'm in, they are still not very good, but they can converse in English. And they converse, and since everyone are from different countries, they can only communicate in English. And since everyone's mother tongue is like different. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
And
so what, are you like the best at English or something in that class?
alongside a Malaysian.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
A Chinese Malaysian.
Malaysian.
Yeah, alongside Chinese
Both of you guys
Malaysians.
are
I think that both of us we don't need the class. Really do not need the class. Me and the other Malaysian.
Are you acquaintances with this other Malaysian, or
No,
do you just...
no. I don't like ironically he's the one he left me the worst impression among all the classmates. Yes. Because I feel like he isn't that, how should I say, sloppy?
What?
Sloppy. I feel like he treats me quite sloppily. Like he's disinterested.
There's little respect coming from him to you as another person, in a sense.
Oh, disrespect is a big word. I can't say disrespect. It's like I feel like he treats me very sloppily. Like he guides me around, and it feels very sloppy. And then when I ask him questions, he doesn't answer it properly, and it kind of irks me.
What do you mean? What do you mean he doesn't answer you properly? Does he give you half-hearted answers? Does he not actually answer the question? Does he talk too much about other stuff outside of the question?
He give me he give me answers that is not the one. It's not. I don't think it's even direct to the question.
Then you could
it's
just
not direct answer to the question.
You could just
I
ask
tried
the question again.
I tried to, and then he just keeps saying other stuff. You know, it's kind of shit when you try to like ask someone.
I guess.
I try to ask someone things and they just interrupt you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I see him only talks to other Chinese. Yeah.
Okay.
And if you already knows, I'm not comfortable with people that stay within their own circle, their own race.
Have you at least made some friends or anything like that?
Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, I do try to talk to my classmates. They are all from different countries.
Okay.
Yeah, I do try to talk to them. But so far, it's very basic levels. It's like asking where you're from, what's your name, how's your country like, how is your culture like, which is, I feel, very surface. It doesn't go deep enough, you know?
Deep enough. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I feel. And I also suspect, like, how should I say? I suspect that no one of the classmates, they are not that close to each other. That's just my sixth sense. I might be wrong.
So in a sense, everyone is just very. They're not interested in making friends for some reason. I guess.
Everyone they talk to each other, like kind of it's quite like they talk to each other, like during class or before class, and because like that's only who they can. I say this. That's all who they can talk to. Because it's a
there doesn't
small
seem to
class.
be any. So there doesn't seem to be any circle of friends yet. Yes.
There is actually, but it's also. Oh, I observed one circle of friends, but they are all Vietnamese girls. It's like three Vietnamese girls.
Okay, that's a pretty cute little thing, I guess.
Yeah, but everyone
But for
else, I just see people from different countries, and they feel like they talk to each other because they are in the same class.
Not because they're obliged to be friends with each other at this point in time.
Yeah,
Interesting.
and that's kind of well. It's not the best ideal circumstances, I think.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I did try to
Really
talk to
making
them,
friends.
and I wonder what's the next step after talking about the countries they are from, their cultures and their names and stuff. I wonder what goes next, and I don't expect that like they will talk about. I'll just not try to talk about nerd stuff with them. I'll avoid it because
Just
I don't
ask them
think.
just ask them what they're interested in.
Okay,
If they're interested in something, if they to get their attention, you need to make it seem as if they are the more. It's a bit hard to say actually. If you want to get their attention, put the spotlight on them. Talk to them. Talk about them in a sense. What are you interested in? You listen to them.
yeah.
People like to be listened to.
Okay.
They like to feel like what they like is, interesting.
Okay.
You can get a lot of attention with it, I guess.
Yeah, I haven't tried that yet. You told me that last episode, and I have not tried that yet. I don't have the opportunity to.
You could have actually done that when you were introducing yourself to each other. Like, what are you interested in?
No, I didn't ask that, and they didn't ask it.
You might as well be the one to ask it. You would be the one to start, I guess.
Fuck.
If they want to know about you, then you tell them who you are. If you want to know about
I'm
them,
actually the Dark Flame Master.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Dark Flame Master! Oh shit!
I don't anyone really get the joke.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I tried to make a gay joke in the class, and it falls flat. It falls flat.
What do you?
I tried to make a gay
What
joke.
joke?
Okay, so there's the Japanese guy. He has to he is forced by the teacher to talk about his experience in London because he's just come back from London. So it's kind of like a practice for him to practice
okay.
English by talking about his experience in London. Yeah, and I noticed that he and the other Japanese boy in class, they're kind of closer friends.
Okay.
Gave me the impression of the closer friends. So, and we are allowed to ask questions. Okay?
And what was your question?
I asked, are you guys into each other?
What?
Yeah. That's my joke.
Whoa!
That's my joke. And no, they don't. He just says, no, we didn't, and doesn't seem to get the joke.
That is a very, very weird joke.
Yeah.
Especially coming from you.
I mean, sometimes I can make.
The circumstance
Sometimes my
really
joke
does
can.
not.
Sometimes my joke can fall flat.
It's not even falling flat. It came out of nowhere. And listen to the joke itself. It is. Are you implying they were gay for each other?
Yeah, that's what my point. Whoa. That's my point.
But why?
Because I want to follow up. I want to follow up on how close they are with each other. After I observe their banters. After I seen their banters, I try to ask it. And since I'm new, it's my first day class, so I don't know all the circles and the relationships and stuff.
But it's a very odd personal question, though. And come on, these are like.
These are
I don't know, man. That is so weird. I don't understand. I'm so confused now.
Okay, fine. It's a bad joke. Let's move on.
To what else? I don't know.
Wow. I have nothing to do. Okay, this past few days, I'm not motivated enough, and I hate it.
Dude, you gotta be motivated. Now I'm motivated.
No, I'm not. I feel very demotivated. I cannot really like watch anime. I cannot really play video games. So I just
sleep.
I hate sleeping. I hate sleeping very much.
What the fuck do you do then? Lay on the ground doing nothing all day?
And I just end up using Discord and log at random chat, and which I also hate. If I spend too much time on Discord, I feel kind of waste too much time.
Then do.
So
what are you supposed to do?
I do not know. I wish I can be more motivated to do shit.
Oof.
I think it's the after effect of like every time I have to go to class, I go out and do the important stuff. Since I'm new, I just come into Ireland. There's a lot of things I have to do. Mm-hmm. The important things like opening bank account.
Oh yeah, opening bank account and shit.
And so every day I come back home like late in the afternoon.
Oh,
and
wow.
I'm very tired. I think that's kind of contribute to it.
Okay. Shit.
Yeah, so I hope that by the next week I'm actually motivated again and I can do the stuff I want to.
Yay.
Yeah.
You okay, man? Like right now.
Why? I'm fine.
You okay, man?
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Why?
Okay, good. So the Irish weather didn't get you down.
No. I already say I like the weather.
Where's the sunshine? Is the sun shining?
Right now it's cloudy.
Or is it cloudy?
Right now it's very cloudy. It looks like it's gonna rain.
Has it been cloudy all this time?
Well, there are sunny times. There are sunny days. And right now it's raining.
Oh, right now it's raining.
Right now it is raining.
Oh, it just started.
Cloudy, and then I don't know.
There's a drizzle.
It might have raining later.
It might rain later. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh. Shit. Well, at least that means you gotta stay in your room, I guess. Stay
What?
There. Don't go out. Guess you gotta stay in your room during the rain.
But I have to go to class.
Oh no.
In a few
Is
hours.
class close by? Is class close by?
Yes, I can just walk there.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. So.
Have you?
What?
So last episode you said you were only going to one fucking restaurant. Have you gone to any other restaurants?
Other restaurants? Let me think.
Yes.
Yes.
Tell me you went to an Irish pub or something.
Yes. It's like kind of like a fast food restaurant. A lot of restaurants here, they looks like fast food restaurant. I mean, you eat burgers and chips and things. There's a lot of restaurants like that, or a lot of pizza stores.
Oh dear.
So I went to one store and I order a baguette. Is it baguette? I have no idea how to
Baguette.
pronounce. Baguette?
Baguette.
Baguette.
It's very big. I heard baguette most of the time. I've never heard baguette.
Okay.
Baguette.
Baguette.
Baguette. Yes. Let's keep going.
So I order a baguette and then I take away and I eat it while walking around.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it a good
and,
baguette?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh, that's good.
And afterwards, yeah, since then, no, I want to save money. I have no fucking money. And I hate the bank here. I have a grudge. I have the grudge with the bank.
Oh shit! What the fuck happened with the bank?
So, okay, if in Malaysia, have you tried to make a bank account in Malaysia? Open a bank account in Malaysia?
No, actually.
No. Okay, I have experience. If you make a bank account in Malaysia, you make it and then you got the account right on account within the day. Within that day, you will get. It will tell you like within your bank account will be usable within that day, and then you get a debit card right on the spot. Okay.
That's pretty nice.
And in Ireland, you need to. You need to wait. There's a fucking delay. It might get delayed.
Shit.
The fastest is 24 within 24 hours to 48 hours. That's the fastest to make your activate your bank account, like make a bank account usable. 24 to 48 hours, and there might be delays. And you don't get the debit card on the spot. You need to wait. The fastest is within the next week. But my agents, she told me it can last 3 to 4 weeks. Yeah.
Shit.
And I have a grudge with the bank because it takes so long.
Wait for your bank account.
It takes so long to have monies. And right now I'm just stuck with the monies in my wallet for potentially 3 to 4 weeks.
Oh shit. So
okay.
If you run out
I haven't
of
talked
money,
about
if you run out
appointment.
of
I haven't talked about
if
appointment.
you run out of money,
sorry.
what happens?
I run out of monies. I can use my credit card. But I don't want to use credit card. I just avoid credit card.
Okay. You're poor.
Yeah, right now I'm poor.
We're all poor.
So I try to save money and try to not go out and eat or try to go to the bar.
You could just is there like a sort of a kitchen sort of thing like at where you stay? No?
Yes, there's a kitchen. I cook every day.
There's a kitchen. You cook every day?
Yeah.
What do you cook? Instant stuff?
Chickens, eggs, tomatoes, mushrooms, bell peppers.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
very nice. So a nice little chicken dish, I guess.
Yeah, or just eat the vegetables. I'm fine with
Get from
just
the
eat.
butchers? So
I go to the supermarket.
Okay,
The supermarket
that's
is
pretty nice.
nearby. Yeah, it's nice.
Okay. Is it some cheap stuff or? I mean, is the stuff cheap compared to Malaysia? I can't believe it's a bit
No.
more expensive. Yes, a bit more expensive.
Okay, hold on. I cannot just say it's expensive because I feel kind of unfair. Okay, my parents, my mom always say it's fucking expensive, but when I look at the price, I don't think it's expensive by Irish standard. Okay, let's say take the chicken breast for example. I bought a chicken breast. It's like €5. Okay, it's €5. But in Malaysia, it's like over 10 ringgit. It's over 10 ringgit.
Yeah, it's around 10 ringgit or something like that.
I don't know whether it goes to 20 or goes up to 20. That's it.
I don't know. I don't think so. Can't be that expensive.
I think it's like 10 to 15 in Malaysia. It's 10 to 15. So,
Yeah,
but in Euro, but in Ireland, the chicken breast I bought, it's €5. So for Irish, like imagine you grow up in Ireland, if you see this small number 5, it's actually quite cheap in my opinion. it's just €5. So, unlike in Malaysia, like the chicken breast is like over 10 ringgit. It's up to 10. The number is up to over 10.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. But so that's why I feel weird to call it expensive. You know, my mom always say it's expensive because she keeps like like she keeps change the currency, the euro back to ringgit. So with €5, that makes it over 20 ringgit.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah, but I don't see it that way. I don't see the money is that way. I don't see like change currencies. I just view it as like within its own country. That within Ireland, is it expensive?
Yes,
and then I think €5 is not that expensive.
I mean, you have to look at like Ireland's economy, I guess.
Yeah.
And maybe the strength of the euro itself.
Yeah.
That can really tell you I suppose how things are priced. They can be priced rather more expensive than what you most people would be comfortable with. But I guess in Ireland, €5 for chicken breast is actually fine.
Yeah, I think it's fine too. In fact, I think it's cheap, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. It's fine.
Okay, it's your story. We have been talking about my story for 40 minutes. It's time to talk about your stories.
I don't know what story to get.
Okay, let me ask you things.
Let me think.
Or I ask you something.
Just recently, in my little group of Toho
Discord
RP friends, I guess. Yes, my Discord Toho group with doing all the fucking RP shit. Talking about stuff. One friend's gone to Japan, and he's been sending us like pictures of his travels and stuff, which is pretty cool. He sent us like pictures of what was it? Of like little shrines that he's visiting, stuff that he bought. He's gone through like a lot of parts of Tokyo, I think. The one I do remember him going to was Akihabara, which is pretty cool.
I mean, Akihabara is like the electric street. Every otaku knows.
It is the nerd capital, which is pretty cool.
It's the otaku street.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he has gone there to like buy some Toho merch and stuff.
Yeah, there are Toho merch in Akihabara.
He's got the grimoires. I don't know.
Marisa?
Marisa's grimoire? Of Marisa and of...
And the second one. The new one.
Usami.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think it's Usami Renko. Yes. No,
yes.
Not Renko. Sumi Renko,
yes. Usami Sumi Renko. So, that was pretty cool. He did buy... what was that book that he bought? I don't remember the name for it, but it was like... It was just like a sort of a fan book for like Toho characters. And it was all of them in swimsuits, which is pretty cool.
In swimsuits? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then for some reason he bought a book. He bought a book called Toho Oppai. Toho Oppai. And I was like, what? Why did you buy it? Because we all know he is the most vanilla of the entire fucking group. He does not like anything big. He likes them small and flat. Which was really confusing when he bought that book. And I was like, why would you buy this?
The subversion.
What? No, he bought it to fucking spite me. Because I've been in the group and I've been telling everyone, hey, I like huge tits.
Yeah.
As you all know. And when he got Toho Oppai, he was like, okay, I'm gonna find the largest Toho character in this book. And he found a Kawakuma, which was fucking huge. And then he gave me the fucking
Kawakuma. Kawakuma. What's Kawakuma? Out of everybody. Out of all the...
I don't know why, but the artist drew Kawakuma fucking huge. Jesus.
And I was like... Not the old maid. Not one of the old maid
I don't know why he didn't get to them. She shared the book only when I was the only one in the server because everyone else was asleep because everyone was in another part of the world, of course. And he was just sharing it with me, and I was like, wait, What? How special am I? Like, thanks, I guess. Some nice tall
because all of them know you like big boobs.
Yes.
Yeah. So he showed it to you.
Aw, what a great friend. Other than that, I got divorced.
You got divorced? In the RP. In the RP.
In the RP, yes, in the RP. I don't even know why it's so funny. It was actually pretty sad. No, technically we're still the person I RP'd with, who I divorced with. We're still like good friends and stuff. So nothing actually happened. It was just a joke.
What about in the RP? What about in the RP?
It was a joke, but we actually took it seriously. So we divorced each other, and now I am in a relationship with another RPer, which was pretty fucking quick.
What? Okay, that's really weird. So what? So like within the RP, your relationship is fine.
Within the RP. Oh wait. Shit.
Within the RP universe.
No.
How's the relationship?
Pause the recording.
Oh, whoa.
Let's pause it.
What happened?
Sorry about that. We had a bit of what?
I do the technical difficulties, not you. Yeah.
What? Do you want to fight?
Yes. I wanna be a
okay. Rock paper scissors.
I wanna be an asshole.
I'm gonna do scissors.
Scissors?
Okay, then you do it then.
You gonna do scissoring?
Whoa. What? How do we get that?
Because I learned about that term a few days ago.
You learned about the term scissoring
a few days ago.
What? Hey, shut the hell up. This is my story. I'm just saying we had technical difficulties.
Yeah, sorry, we have technical difficulties just now.
Yeah, I think like my connection fucked up a bit, so we had to.
Why not just say the truth? Just because suddenly the cleaner ambushed your room.
Wait, what the fuck? Fuck off.
Fine. I already speak it up. It's just that just now we are in the middle of recording. There's a cleaner comes into Jordan's room, so we have to stop for a bit.
I didn't really want to,
Yeah. Anyway, we can move on.
Where the fuck was I?
Yeah, I got divorced.
Yeah,
you got divorced.
My divorce story.
I didn't know you have a wife.
No.
You see the boyfriend?
Yes. I thought I told you I had a wife. Shit. I got married. Like at one point, it was pretty.
I didn't know. I didn't even know you are married.
Pretty cute little RP event. Everyone had a bit of fun with it. They were like, "Oh, they were joking around with it because, of course, it's RP. We're not really taking it seriously." But for a long time, we RP'd each other to be like very cuddly and stuff. We were all hugs and cuddles, which was pretty funny. But then something happened during the RP. Some stuff.
A big story arc.
Some stuff I'm not comfortable talking about here. So I got a divorce, and immediately I went to like one of the other members of the group. The one I was married to at the time was the guy who was RPing Junko. I was Miko. There was a Byakuran RPer there. And of course we were teasing each other about like, about like us being in a relationship maybe one day or some shit like that. I got divorced. I immediately went to the Byakuran RPer and just said, so we are gonna get a divorce. Can I start dating you now? And she was like, what? Okay, sure. That was like a week ago or some like a week or two ago. I forgot to tell the story before because I wasn't confident with it. But now
it's RP.
We are divorced. Yes, this is RP. We RP divorced, and now I am RP dating the Byakuran. And it is so cute because the guy who was RPing Byakuran like loves Byakuran a lot. So the way he or she, we don't know his gender yet. We have not. This is the one who we have not heard the voice of, so we don't know whether or not it's a guy or a girl.
Or maybe it's a creature. It's a dog.
No, we have a cat. Oh no, that was a joke. we had a guy who we just kept saying was just a cat on the keyboard.
Oh
so,
boy.
Of course, it's not a cat on the keyboard.
I mean, right now there's a lorry
But then-
outside, and my recording
Yeah, I can hear
my
the
recording
lorry.
picks up all the lorry sounds.
I hear the lorry. Just. No. It's just I just hear a beep,
But
beep
but
sort of
the
sound.
my
Like,
my
you know,
other
it's like
city
a lorry
it picks up all the lorry sounds right now.
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
Yeah, we're gonna die. Yeah,
We're fucked,
it's
brother.
fine. I think I hope it's fine.
We're fucked. We're fucked. It's all
Yeah.
fine.
I hope it's all fine. Okay, right now, do you have any other story?
Let me see. I'm married.
You divorced.
I'm date. I RP divorced. I RP divorced. I RP dated. What else? I suppose the circle right now is very much. A part of me wants to say it's actually a bit. How should I say it? Volatile
Why
right
do
now.
you mean
We're at a
volatile?
point where our real life selves are a bit are bleeding into
You cannot.
the,
You start to cannot tell the reality and the fiction. Is they start to mesh
in a
together.
sense. No, we technically have technically two sides of the channel. Is it called no of the server?
Two
sorry,
sides?
not channel of the server. We have one side that is just us normally talking. Sometimes we have a bit of very short RP stuff in there, but it's never serious. It's not canon to the RP. And the second side is the canon RP, basically the real RP stuff. And the normal stuff, and it is not the RP stuff that's the problem. It is the real life stuff that's the problem. Because most of the time, as I've said before, we do have a bit of very short bursts of RP in the real life side of the server. It has come to a point where some of us, I suppose, are getting a bit tired in a sense. We're starting to get a bit more serious with this stuff, and it
What
has
do you
gotten
mean by tired?
a bit difficult. I don't know how to say it actually. I just thought of I just said it like because I thought.
You mean you are referring to the real life, right?
And the first
You're referring like they start to talk about
real life,
their
in a
real
sense,
life
because
more, is it?
they're not talking about their real life. They're getting tired of like just being with this group of 10 friends.
Oh,
all the
okay,
time.
that is. Is that fatigue? Fatigue?
In the sense
Is it like a fatigue?
we've got fatigued. We're starting to get fatigued. I think some of us are still fine with each other.
Do you feel
Of course, makes
fatigued
sense.
with
I'm
the
still fine
group?
with them. I have felt a bit of fatigue every once in a while, and I have suspected, wrongly, of I guess a few members of I guess doing stuff that isn't really isn't healthy to the server. When in truth they were just joking. So I guess I was a bit delusional in there. I was a bit paranoid.
Okay.
There is a guy who has gotten consistently angry at himself for I suppose for a lot of things, I guess. In the server, not outside of the server, mind you. And we have tried to tell him to calm down. He usually goes to sleep afterwards, so that's pretty good. And then he wakes up and he's like, all fine now. Yay.
Okay.
Yeah, we just have a lot of small friend issues, which usually get, how should I say it? We usually iron them out pretty quickly because we're friends. But at this point in time, I suppose everything's fine right now. There's nothing exploding, nothing happening.
Except it's a bit volatile.
It is starting to get a bit volatile. So I suppose I have to thread a bit more carefully, maybe not. I don't know. The channel's been fun anyway. I usually just wake. The first thing I do when I wake up is get my phone and immediately go to the to the server, because a lot of people are awake by this time because they're on the other side of the world. It's basically the late evening to night by this point when I wake up. So of course they'll be a bit active, and I'll just go in and I'll say, "Oh, morning, guys," and they'll be like, "Oh, morning, yeah." It's so cute. I love those guys. Although I do wonder what happens when if we ever meet up or anything like that. I would like to meet up with them one day, I guess. It would be pretty cool.
I wonder how will it meet up because it's like everyone's in different part of the world.
Everyone's in a different part of the world. Like, I think half of the server is in the Americas, north and south. One is in Poland, one is in Taiwan, one is in Australia. Where else? Shit. Yeah, the other half are like in the US, or there's one in Mexico, there's one in Uruguay. And then there's me. I'm here. Hi.
No, I won't respond to you. Fuck you.
Well, yeah. Fuck you too. We have actually been playing games.
Terraria.
I remember telling you multiple. Yeah, we were playing Terraria. We played Starbound a bit, but for some reason my server was. I mean, my
connection.
I guess my controls were shit because like it was lagging a lot. We also played Minecraft quite a bit. Shit, we did a lot in Minecraft. Holy fuck.
Do you play mods? Minecraft mods?
No, we don't. We play everything unmodded. I wanted to play a modded. We are planning to do a modded Terraria game playthrough after we finish our unmodded one. We are about to finish it, but we can't fucking kill the Moon Lord, so we're fucking idiots, I guess. Sad. But we are planning to do a modded playthrough.
Okay.
Which I guess is good because my friend, the one who's doing the servers, is in Japan. He's the one who went to Japan. He's coming back today.
So you're looking forward to it?
I don't know what time. I don't think I'm looking forward to it unless I'm fucking lazy or some shit. Oh no.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to my class. I think it's coming out in 90 minutes. 90 minutes. 90 minutes.
Fast. 19. I know it's not 19. I said 9. I heard 90, and I was like, well, that's still pretty close, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it.
Shit. What other stories do I have?
Or if you don't have a story, I have a story.
I technically do have another one, but I don't know whether or not you're into it. Actually, no, I think you will be into it. It was I remember talking about, or at least mentioning, about my ideas for a Toho fighting game or something like that. Like
no, I remember you say you made a fanfic of Toho that has fighting game inspiration.
I made a fanfic about it. Yes, yes. However, I wanted to write out the fighting game in and of itself. I don't want to make one because I don't have the skills to make one.
So what do you mean?
And I don't have the resources. Because like very recently, I started seeing if I could write move lists for the characters, and it has been very fun because I have been writing because move lists. Quite a lot of consideration when you make like these kinds of move lists and stuff. I took a lot of inspiration from Under Night, Blaze Blue, just a bit of Guilty Gear, but I'm thinking of getting a bit more inspiration from that game since I just got Guilty Gear.
Okay. Revelator 2 or Revelator?
Doing the sales. Just the entire fucking
You
game.
need to...
Basically Revelator.
Okay, that's fine. It better not be Revelator 1. You don't know?
Oh no. No, it should be Revelator.
Yeah, it better be Revelator 2.
Yeah.
You better fucking be Revelator 2. Or you buy the wrong stuff. If you buy Revelator 1, you buy the wrong one.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Revelator 2 is the latest version. So if you buy Revelator 1, you got the older version. You know, it's like the Blaze Blue is like
I know you. Of course,
Chrono Phantasma. It's like Chrono Phantasma extend. You go and get Chrono Phantasma. It's something like this. So don't get Revelator 1.
Pretty bad. Of course, I didn't get it.
Revelator 2. You did you.
Oh,
Do you have
I did get
Baiken?
all the DLCs.
Do you have Baiken? Do you have answer? If you have Baiken, the answer is Revelator 2.
I think so.
You think so?
I think so.
You should check it out.
I think so. I haven't checked it out that much. I've just been playing
Easy.
Dizzy for a bit.
Yeah, she's hot.
Yeah. I'm gonna make this.
But Dizzy is hard.
Yeah, she has a lot of setups though.
Yeah, she's a fucking zonger.
And the projectiles don't just
She's a
come out
zonger and
immediately.
Sepley.
Yeah, and the projectiles don't come out immediately as well, so it can be a bit dangerous.
But
You set up a
she's
lot of
fucking
stuff.
scary.
Ooh,
I see her gameplay and it's like, what the fuck? If you know how to use her, she's scary as fuck. But yeah, she has very weak defense.
Scary different.
Yeah.
Hmm.
She's very hard to play. So for beginners, as a beginner, it's very daunting. Yeah,
Scary,
but
scary.
Digi is really cute.
I mean, of course, every character.
No, cute.
As long as you know how
She's
to
like
play
fucking, too fucking cute.
them. Cute. I think this is gonna kill, and I was like, yeah. No,
She's too fucking cute, and she can kill. Oh, well, she still can kill if you know how to use her. I think she's high tier. I think, if I remember correctly.
I don't really care for like tier lists. As long as
Yeah.
you know how to play them, you technically
Yeah,
should
I know.
do fine.
The Guilty Gear is relatively balanced. Unlike
Gear.
Melee and Third Strike. I heard Melee and Third Strike is like historically the worst balanced fighting game.
It's all just Fox
But
players, man.
Despite that, Third Strike and Melee, even though they are incredibly unbalanced, they are very popular. You know about Melee.
Could just be.
You know about Melee. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Melee.
Yeah, it's still going very strong,
motherfucker.
but it's
Yeah, they just lost that
Yeah.
evil spot for the.
it just lost the
not
evil
for the-
spot.
Sorry, they just lost the evil spot, and there was so much like drama
Yeah.
over it.
And Melee, despite being very fucking unbalanced, people still play it. A lot of people still play it.
Because it's mechanics. It's not about like the balance. There was the
Nah,
the mechanic of wave dash.
there's a lot
that
of
made the
tech.
entire thing so much
There's
more
a lot of
interestingly-
tech.
Yes, a lot of tech. Yeah, mechanics, tech. It makes things a lot more competitive.
Yeah, it's a very fast. Have you seen a match
skill based.
between Melee and
Yes.
later
Whoosh, whoosh.
the newest Smash games? Melee is a lot faster.
Whoosh whoosh.
Yeah.
A lot of moving around. Whoosh whoosh. Which is pretty cool. Other than that, I've been doing the Toho
Huh?
move list. I've done like. How many characters have I done? I think I've only gone up to. Like 20
Is
characters.
Ryosuke a playable character?
And each. No, it's a bit. I don't know how to implement Rinosuke.
It's supposed to
I could
be a
implement
joke.
Rinosuke
This is
and
supposed to be a joke.
No, I'm not
What?
fucking kidding around. I will put
Oh,
them in
okay,
if I
fine.
get the
What the
fucking
fuck you?
chance. I want
What the
to put
fuck?
Aku in.
That's also a joke.
However, no, I want to put. However, I thought her mechanic.
Well, how can she fight?
I thought
How
about
can she
her as
fight?
no, the premise of my ideal Toho fighting game, a grounded Toho fighting game, not one where you fly around and shit. No, this is like a sort of an Arc System Works anime fighter game or some shit like that. I was thinking of it in a sense that the fight would be in the dream.
That sounds like your fan fiction again.
Yeah, that was the fanfic. Yes, that was basically the fanfic idea, and I just thought I could just write out their move list and stuff. So if that were the case, the dream, of course, would give them either a bit of a buff, a bit of a
What?
downgrade, balance shit
Buff
out,
and downgrade?
Mm.
A debuff?
buffs,
Nerfs?
nerfs,
Buffs and nerfs?
buffs, nerfs. No, it gives every character either a buff or a debuff based on how fucking strong they are.
Oh, you
How
mean
they are.
they are
Because
you
everyone-
need to make up properties that make up
It
for their
gives-
strength and weakness. It's like you try to balance it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Remember in Blaze Blue, I don't. Do you
Yes,
say
I
Blaze
did.
Blue? I don't know. You did at one
Yeah.
point. In Blaze Blue, every character has what is called the
Yeah, I
drive
know,
move,
I know.
Basically, the
Yeah.
D input.
The drive move.
And every one of them is unique.
Everyone has a drive move. That's
So,
like a
I
mechanic
made
of
it
Blaze
so
Blue.
that- Yes, everyone has a mechanic for has their own unique mechanic. I tried to do that in this game as well. Give them a specific move that gives them a unique.
It's like a drive. It's like a drive.
Edge, a unique mechanic. Yes, but I call it
extra
attack.
Yeah, that's very creative.
Like extra stage.
Yeah, that's so creative.
I think so. Yeah, give me more validation. Yeah, make me feel good.
Yeah, and then.
So I just made like I guess 20 character move list right now. I have shit. How many characters do I have? 60 plus characters that I want to do. I put it all in a drive too.
Well, you check it out right now. Oh, by the way, it's 1 hour and 60 minutes. 1 hour and 6 minutes.
Yeah, fuck it.
Move on.
No, this is a part where I'm gonna be so.
Yeah, I like to listen to people talk. I don't understand why some people are not interested in people's passionate talk. It's fucking weird.
Oh shit! Oh shit! I have around 73
fuck?
characters in my entirety. It's not all of them are filled up. All of them are just placeholders.
Okay. You scared the shit out of me, like the 72 characters in a fighting game. Holy mother.
Dude. I am planning 73. It's technically everyone. Almost everyone, except even the fortune teller is in here. Technically.
Fortune teller?
No, the fortune teller is basically
the fortune teller is
the fortune teller is basically Kosuzu and the fortune teller. They're
Why?
basically one character.
Is this some lore reason?
Think.
Is there a lore explanation?
No, think Think Blaze Blue. Think Celica. Celica has
okay.
robot.
Why does Kosuzu need a fortune teller as her puppet?
Well, how the shit is Kosuzu gonna fight?
Then don't make them fight.
Think about that.
Okay, to be serious, I bring up Rinosuke and Akyu just now is as a joke because I don't expect them to fight. And same thing with Kosuzu.
But they're here.
I don't expect them to fucking fight.
Technically, in the fanfiction universe, she entered the competition by mistake.
In your fanfiction,
you're supposed to enter it.
Okay.
Yes, and I would come to believe the fanfiction technically, how should I say it? If I were to ever make a game, of course, if I were to make like a story mode or some shit, the fanfic would basically relate to the story mode. In which case, the story mode would have Kosuzu accidentally entering the dream, fighting.
Then I cannot imagine her moves. So, and you're going to bring up the fortune teller. So then you need, but remember the fortune teller is exterminator.
However, this is the dream.
This is a dream?
Subconsciously or unconsciously, maybe a part of the fortune teller is still within her, in a sense, like a sort of a subconscious or unconscious memory. So just her in the dream basically brings back a sort of a facade of the fortune teller. It's not the actual fortune teller. The actual fortune teller is fucking dead. But it's just like a memory of some sort.
And the fortune teller will protect Kosuzu.
Which is why she...
It's like Kosuzu stand. Jojo stand.
The Kosuzu stand. Yeah. Mm-hmm. However, her mechanics are very unique.
Because it's a Jojo stand.
Because she is not a JoJo stan. She is actually a stance changer. You either change your stance for being more fortune teller intensive.
What's Kosuzu's move? What is Kosuzu's move?
Technically, all of their normals are the same, depending based on stance. However, if you change your stance, you basically change all your specials.
Okay.
So,
Injustice has done it.
Kosuzu is more or less a zoner. She uses her she has her book and stuff. Like remember in Forbidden Scrollery, there's a lot of
she collects books
and stuff. And you could technically summon like age-old extinct yokai from the books and shit like that. She basically does that.
Okay.
And stuff. Like However, the fortune teller. How should I say this? Shit. The fortune teller is just more or less a melee attacker. He uses his.
Oh wait, hold on first.
Attack.
This doesn't sound like a puppet character, and
It is not a puppet character.
It's not.
Because they're both the same entity.
that sounds
cannot,
like a preset character that use the 15.5 anti-Mongol color common flowers mechanic. In anti-Mongol common flowers, the characters they can switch.
Yes.
That sounds like it's that
Yes.
mechanic, but you make this mechanic the Kosuju's specialty. That sounds like.
In a sense.
But okay, then even then, I think the idea that Kosuju as a zonger and use her books to summon demons, I think by Kosuju by herself, if that move is enough and you don't need the fortune teller.
Oh, come on, man. Just give. Even
if you wanna implement the fortune teller, just make them the separate characters. So because when you talk about the stance change, I don't feel like they have any relation with each other. It just sounds more like you put it like a anti-Mongol common flowers character set. Look, that's my opinion.
I think I don't even know what you're trying to say here, because technically, I suppose you have to see their move list first. Because
I get you very well. I understand what you're saying very well, and I
don't know whether I.
And I just think that it's redundant. It's redundant to mix them together, to make two of them the same character.
Why not though? They are technically very close story wise. Not actually like
in the lore.
No.
In the lore, they are together.
In the lore,
okay, I'm talking about gameplay wise. Okay, let's not talk about lore wise. I'm talking about gameplay wise. That their moves doesn't seem to fit together as a single character. Yeah, I'm talking about the gameplay wise.
The problem that comes down to what her extra attack would be, because I made it so that their extra.
So you're saying her drive, quote unquote drive, is switching between characters.
Quote, drive.
It's like okay, your quote unquote
an attack before she switches. An attack.
Okay, but you took inspiration from drive.
You can attack, but don't switch.
You took inspiration from drive, right? Okay, yes. Call it extra attack. Okay, so her extra attack is a glorified character switcher.
Something like that.
And that is not. And in my opinion, it doesn't have. It is not that interesting, and doesn't really like enhance her special the character's unique characteristic, because it just like switch to another completely different characters.
Not entirely. As I've said before, all their normals are the same.
And it's weird.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know, I like the idea myself, but I suppose it can be a bit redundant.
Yeah, to me, that we might as well make them two separate different characters.
It sounds like a very... I don't like the idea of making
that's fine.
So Kosuzu doesn't have enough. That's my problem.
Kosuzu doesn't have
enough. I can't think of an entire... It's very difficult to think of an entire reason why Kosuzu would be so okay with the idea of being in a melee fight.
Zonger? I mean, you say she's already a zonger, and she summons the books.
She's a zonger, but why would she fight? Why would she willingly fight if not someone behind her telling her to do so or forcing her to do so?
Then you might as well make her.
I suppose
you might as well make her a puppet character. Okay, when you bring up Celica is a shuttle character, and she's a shuttle character, and her Celica's puppet does all the fight. You control the characters together. It's not like they are not a puppet characters at all. It's not like Carl. Like Carl is like it's not like Carl at all.
Yes, I know. I have played Celica at one point. I've tried out.
And you don't sound like you are not making Kosuzu like a Celica character. You are not making her to play like silly card.
No, I'm only getting her aesthetic. The idea that she has another character with her, helping her fight.
And then somehow Kosuzu has her own move.
Her own specials. Yeah.
Okay, fine then. And we can only at this point I need to see the results, and before I can like comment further. Right now it's just like a playing stage, and it likely won't ever become a real fighting game, like you say. Yeah.
Real fighting game. The day that happens will be the day
become a doujin gamer.
I see pigs fly.
What?
Yeah. The day that happens will be the day I see pigs fly. Which is basically fucking never. Oh, look, a flying pig. Okay.
Wait, about pigs fly. I think I play. No,
Pigs don't
no, they do
fly.
fly. I mean, I play a shmup.
What?
I play a shmup where you can play as a flying pig.
What?
I think I do.
Oh no.
Oh, so game again? I have the game in the Steam. Wait, I need to see the game. I remember in that game you can play as a flying pig,
That sounds very unique.
but I don't enjoy that game, unfortunately. Let's see. Yeah, okay, yeah, I got it. Game Tengoku Cruising Mix. Game Tengoku Cruising Mix. I think you can play as a flying pig in the game. Yeah, you can. You play as the flying pig.
Well,
You can play as a flying pig. It's like part of the roster.
you can play as a flying pig. However, I don't see it. I don't see a real flying pig. I see a game with a flying pig.
Then I should tell scientists
case,
how to
I
make a
would-
flying pig. So
Gonna
Jordan
make a flying pig.
can start develop a Toho Doujin fighting game.
You do know how hard it is to make a fighting game, yes?
Yeah, but you say that only when pigs fly you start to make Doujin fighters. So I have to tell the scientists to make a
Shit.
pig that can fly.
Good. At least you're applying
What?
yourself. Nothing.
What the fuck?
Said nothing.
Fuck
I said
you.
nothing.
Okay, it's been 1 hour and 18 minutes. I think we can.
Yeah, I suppose. Should we make it a separate episode or something for the day I talk about all my Toho fighting game ideas? Because I have like a lot. I have been developing this for like fucking.
You mean you need to
months.
dedicate an
Yeah, but-
episode to just you talking about your Toho fighting game idea?
or at least another episode to dedicate like a bit of time to talk about.
Oh, okay. Oh wait, I have an idea right now. What about you make a PCP lecture where you alone? Okay, it's like the first episode of Penguin Case where Jess himself talks alone, and you just alone. You just record yourself and talk about all these fighting game ideas by yourself.
I don't know, man. It sounds a bit boring. I'd rather have someone like critique them for me because I also need to know which part of it sounds bad, which part of it sounds good. All that
Well, will it take a long time?
It might, based on how much fucking shit I can say.
I have a feeling that it will take more than 2 hours to finish it.
Then we shall dedicate 2 hours.
Holy fuck.
Yay. Yeah.
What do you think about it?
Brother. We gotta kill
Maybe
ourselves.
in the future,
Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe.
or we can maybe talk it. Maybe we can use this instead of do it on Erratic Symposium. We do it on the Mosaics of Eastern Wonderland. We dedicate an episode to just
Yeah, we could do it
Jordan's
on
fighting game
Mosaics.
idea, Doujin fighter idea from adapted from his fanfiction.
Oh shit. Oh shit, we're gonna fucking die for this. In any case, it has
1 hour
been
20
how
minutes.
long? 1 hour 20 minutes. Okay, that's
Yeah,
pretty nice.
I
length.
quite enjoy
Should we
this
stop here?
podcast actually.
Yay! It was
Yeah.
a great podcast. It was fucking insane because just now I was literally against doing it today because you wanted
Yeah,
to
I
impromptu
was
it.
okay.
I had
Today,
fucking
just
nothing to
before
say.
this podcast, I was telling Jordan that we should do it even though we don't have anything to say, and he's saying no because he doesn't have anything to say, and I say that we can do it improv without any planning, and yeah, turns out very well.
And because I was a piece of shit, I said this is gonna be a bad idea. But by the looks of it, it has become a good idea, and I'm a fucking idiot.
No, I won't call you
And
an
I'm not gonna
idiot.
have to go to Ireland, and I'm now gonna have to go to Ireland and let Kodo slap me in the face before coming back here.
What the hell?
Goodbye.
Hey,
I'm gonna go
dude,
book
come
my
to
tickets
if
now.
you can, you should come to Dublin, and we can visit all these places together. There are a lot of museums, and I refuse to visit them.
Dude, how expensive is a flight? How expensive is a flight to
And then
Ireland?
just go on the
It's like 1,000
trafficking.
ringgit.
Just smuggle yourself into Ireland.
Oh yeah, that's true. I better go
Like
look for
a sex trafficking circle.
human
Human
smuggler.
smuggling.
Yeah. Yeah, at least.
Like volunteer
yeah, sure,
yourself.
Sure.
Like
I
you find
suppose
a sex trafficking circle and you just volunteer yourself. Hey, I want to get to Ireland. Can you just smuggle me into Ireland?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get.
Then we can stop here. Who's closing the show?
Yep, we can stop.
Okay, fine. I close the show.
Show.
So
You close.
thank you everyone who has watched who has listened to the end for the episode 18 of Erratic Symposium, and look forward to the next episode. Goodbye.
Yay. See you guys.